Hello and welcome to English with Friends, where two friends have real-life conversations in slow, clear English. I'm Emma and I'm British.
And I'm Jake. I'm American.
We're out for a walk and Jake wants to ask a client for more money.
Today, you'll learn how to ask for more money at work without saying sorry.
Absolutely not. Start again.
I hadn't even finished.
You'd finished about 4 times over. Kind of, maybe, possibly. Jake, pick one word and keep it. I'll bet you. Before you leave, you'll ask your client to raise your rate. No apology in front of it. And you won't feel greedy.
Not a chance.
Watch.
It's a real client, though. 2 years. I can't just march in and demand things.
I'm not saying march. I'm saying say a number. Out loud. You've been circling this for, 2 weeks?
A month.
A month?
I keep meaning to bring it up, and then I open the email and it gets long. And apologetic. And then I close the laptop and tell myself I'll do it tomorrow.
And tomorrow's been arriving for a month.
Tomorrow's very unreliable, yeah.
Show me the email. The one you keep not sending.
It's not... it's a draft.
Show me.
Hi, hope you're having a lovely week. I'm so sorry to bother you with something so trivial, and please do ignore this if it's awkward. But I just wanted to gently and very tentatively raise the tiniest possibility of perhaps...
Stop. That's 4 sentences of apology and you still haven't said what you want.
It gets worse in paragraph 2.
There's a paragraph 2.
There's a paragraph 4.
Right, okay. New plan. I'm the client. Ask me. Now.
This feels ridiculous.
Everything worth doing feels ridiculous first. Ask me.
Hi. So, I was wondering whether it might possibly be an okay time to maybe have a little chat about, adjusting my rate? Slightly? Only if that's no pressure.
No.
What was wrong with it?
How long have we got? Might possibly. A little chat. Slightly. No pressure. You apologise roughly 6 times and you never once said the number. I don't even know what you're asking for. Do you?
Because if I just say it flat out, it sounds, grabby.
Watch me be grabby then. I'd like to raise my rate to 65 an hour from next month. Done. That's the whole email.
That's brutal. See, that's the thing. In the US, that reads as almost aggressive. You'd never open that cold. You'd cushion it.
It's not aggressive, it's clear. Those aren't the same thing.
Okay, but there's a version between clear and hostage note.
There is. Find it. Go again. Keep the number, lose the 6 apologies.
Hi. I was wondering whether we could revisit my rate. I'd like to move it to 65 from next month, given where the work's gone.
Huh.
Was that...
That was good. That was actually really good. I was wondering whether, polite, fine, keep it, but the number's right there in the second sentence where I can see it. That's the one.
And then I send it and... Okay, walk it through with me. If I ask for 65, they might just say that's too much and start looking for someone cheaper.
Right, and if they do that, they lose 2 years of someone who already knows their whole business. To save what, a few quid an hour? On a freelancer, they'd have to train from scratch.
When you put it like that.
If they're smart, they say yes. If they're a bit tight, they meet you in the middle. If they're idiots, they let you walk. And honestly, do you want a client who thinks you're only worth 52?
No.
No. So the worst realistic outcome is a number slightly lower than 65. That's the whole downside.
Huh. It still feels like a lot.
It's 1 sentence longer than mine.
I meant the number.
Can I say something, and you're not allowed to get weird about it?
That's a terrifying opener, but sure.
You're American. You're meant to be the one who's fine with this. Money, self-promotion, I'm worth it. Isn't that supposed to be us who go quiet and mumble? We invented not talking about salaries.
I'm letting the side down. I know.
A bit, yeah. You know, I asked for a pay rise in March. Terrified. I wrote it, deleted it, wrote it again. Then I just sent the awful first version before I could chicken out. And my boss went, "Yeah, that's fair, let me sort it." 3 sentences. I'd built it into this whole ordeal in my head, and it took him about 9 seconds.
And you got it?
I got most of it, which is more than I'd have got by saying nothing.
See, but you're comfortable with that. You'll walk into a room and just ask.
I wasn't. I learned it the boring way, by asking and surviving. It's not a personality, Jake. It's a muscle. So, what's the actual thing then? Because it's not the wording. You just did the wording.
I don't know.
You do, though.
They were my first proper client. When I went freelance and had basically nothing, no portfolio, no reputation, nothing, they took a chance on me anyway. So going back now and asking for more feels sort of ungrateful. Like I'm forgetting the part where they said yes when nobody else would.
Yeah, okay, that's a real one.
Don't be nice about it. It's worse when you're nice.
Fine, I'll be horrible. Here's the horrible version. That was 2 years ago. The guy they took a chance on, he didn't exist yet. You built him. They're not paying for the nervous freelancer with no portfolio anymore. They're paying for the person who's done, dozens of projects for them without a hiccup?
41.
Sorry, you know the exact... Of course you do. Right, so, devil's advocate. Have you even worked out what to actually ask for? Or is 65 just a nice, round-ish...
Market's 60 to 70 for my kind of work. I checked 3 rate surveys and asked 2 other freelancers I trust. I'm on 52 now. I haven't raised it once in 2 years. And I've quietly absorbed about 15% of extra scope on the last 4 projects without charging a cent. And I've kept every email that proves it. Their new budget cycle starts in April, so if I ask this month, it lands right when they're planning spend. 65 isn't a shot in the dark. It's the floor I talked myself down to.
Jake.
What?
I have spent this entire walk thinking I had to drag this out of you.
You did all that dragging on a guy who's had a spreadsheet open for 3 weeks.
A spreadsheet.
Color-coded? I'm not proud.
Okay, do me the whole thing, start to finish, the way you'd actually send it. And this time, say it like the guy with the spreadsheet, not the guy from the start of this walk.
Hi, I was wondering whether we could revisit my rate. I've been at 52 for 2 years, and with the extra scope on recent projects, I'd like to move to 65 from April. Happy to talk it through whenever suits.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's not the same person who opened with kind of, maybe, possibly. Okay, so this changes things. The number's not your problem. You know the number better than the client does.
The number was never the problem.
It's the sending.
It's always been the sending.
So, here's the deal. You go home. You write 4 lines, the good version, the one you just did. Number in sentence 2. And you send it tonight, before you can sand all the edges off it again.
Tonight?
Tonight. 1 uncomfortable email. Trust me, it'll be worth your while. You're basically leaving money on the table every month you put it off.
Yeah, okay. I'll bite the bullet. Tonight. Actually, not tonight. Tomorrow morning, first thing, before the coffee even, so I can't overthink it overnight.
Is tomorrow morning you putting it off again?
Tonight. You're right. Tonight.
Say it like you mean it.
I'll bite the bullet tonight. God, that sounded worse out loud.
It sounded great. Phone, now. First line.
Okay, first line. Hi. I was wondering whether it might be possible to
Jake.
Yeah, I heard it too. Deleting.
Number first.
Number first.
And if you soften it, I'll know.
You won't even be there when I hit send.
I'll know.
You really would, wouldn't you?